Hello, everyone. Welcome back to K-pop Appreciation. My name is Simon, and today we'll be appreciating one of my all-time favorite K-pop songs, Shide's Genie. Saying Shide is can be a mouthful, especially I'm not a native Korean speaker. I'll refer to them by their international name, Girls' Generation. Yeah. If you're new to the channel, this isn't your typical first time reaction channel. I've seen this. I've heard the song, seen the videos many times. Okay, what we're gonna do here, we're gonna watch the video twice. First time without any interruption. I'm not gonna pause. I make a comment here and there. And the second time, we'll watch it again, and I'll pause during the parts which I think are really noteworthy, which I really like, and I appreciate, and I could share that perspective with you. Okay, first off, warning. I think this video may go on for a bit. Okay, I usually try to keep my videos within 20 minutes. I don't know if I could do that with this one because I really like this a lot. So yeah, and we're gonna watch the Japanese version. Okay, I know this seems a little odd. The Japanese version of the video, yeah, they're singing in Japanese. But the video you see more. This version you see more of their choreography, and the choreography for a Genie, in my opinion, is the best choreography ever for a K-pop song. Yeah, I'm biased, and again, that's my opinion. Everything's subjective, right? But I really like it a lot. So okay, without just to give you a sense of the theme of the song. So it's definitely it's a catchy pop song. Okay, and the idea is that all the girls in the group, they're singing to you and they're telling you that they are your genie, like a genie from a lamp kind of deal, and they want to grant you any wish you desire because you deserve it because they love you. Yeah, that's pretty much the idea of what they're singing about. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna let Shide take it away with Genie here. So here we go. Oops, there we go. Now here we go. So there's a little bit of a setup here. It's a young man. He's going to discover a lamp. I'm going to talk about this young man later. Because he's not just some random, extra that they casted for this. So there are 9 girls here. Come on. I like that drum beat. This chorus, those girls and those legs, and the choreography. Superstar, shining star, superstar. To the chorus. There you go, that kick move. Their main dancer, Hyoyeon.
DJ, put it back on.
Oh. And this outro is great. Mainly due to their power vocal right here in the front. This young lady, Taeyong. So what happened to the young man who, released the genies? So watch this. This is cute. He got all his wishes. His wishes came true. So, okay. All right. I have to focus here. Okay, some background. So the Genie came out. It was their third title track, I think. I don't remember exactly. So about 2010 is when Genie hit the Korean domestic market, and everyone loved it. It was great. The normal transition for K-pop groups is once you make it big in Korea, you need to export your music to Japan, because Japanese market will buy everything. Okay, your music, your merch, they'll go out of your concerts, everything. Okay, so they promote in Japan, so they would release some of their Korean hits, and translate them to Japanese, hence this version of the song. And then they had like some Japanese exclusive songs as well, which are fantastic. And that came out, I want to say this version of Genie came out in 2012. I could be wrong with that, and if I'm wrong, it's like I'm off by a year. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just I'm really, really biased here, and I just think the song encapsulates what is alluring and fascinating about K-pop. You got this music, this catchy music that's like this perfect amalgam, like mix of like various music genres around the world. Then you couple that with like beautiful people, dancing in formation with wonderful choreo. And we're going to talk about the choreo. Actually, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to shock some people here. I don't own this song, okay? And I will not buy this song. And the reason I will not buy this song is because I can't enjoy. So if I buy the song on iTunes, I can hear a song, but I can't see it. I can't see the girls dancing and kicking during that kick move they do in the chorus. I need to see the choreography when I experience the song. So yeah, that's why I will not buy it. Okay, I know maybe I'm a little weird that way. So another reason I picked this video, recently, by the time you guys see this, it'll be May 31st. May 30th so they're one of their dancers, her name is Yuna. It was Yuna's birthday yesterday. So, and I, seeing that, and I was like, oh, you know what? I should do a Girls' Generation video, for my channel. And my channel's still fairly new. I'm like, oh, which Girls' Generation video to pick? And I'm like, okay, I gotta go with the most iconic one first, because, I love most of their discography. Okay, let me try to focus here and just move on. Okay, we're gonna watch it a second time. Okay, we're gonna watch it a second time, and I'll point out certain things. Actually, let me skip the young man here. The young man is not, again, like I said, he's not just a random young man. I'm gonna get to him in a second. Okay. No, that's a bad shot. I'm gonna wait. So, hold on. Let me go back.
That's right. Come on.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. It's a good shot. So that is Taeyeon, the leader of the group. Um, Early on in their career, when they had to introduce themselves, she would always introduce herself as, "Hi, I'm Kid Leader Taeyeon." Um, she called her. They would call her, or that was the nickname given to her because she's super petite, like very tiny. It got to the point where one time on a talk show, she said, like people would give me like insoles, like lifts, to wear in her shoes, so she'd look a little taller because it's kind of hard to miss her because a lot of the girls are tall. So, but yeah, she's her power vocal in the Korean version of the song. The lyrics, because the lyrics in Korean don't match one to one exactly the Japanese version. The idea is very similar. I'm this genie. I'm this magical person who's going to grant you your every wish, every passion, every desire. Okay, but in the Korean version, she literally says the phrase, "Tell me your wish." Okay, so that catches your attention right there, and that's the Korean. In Korean, that phrase, "Tell me your wish." Sorry, mareba. Sorry, I just mangled that in Korean. That's the Korean name of the song. So in English, it's Genie. So. So right there, musically, you okay? I went to the beginning. All right, she's gonna sing. Tell me your wish, and it's gonna da, right there. I don't know if you caught it. It's just the little things, right there, bam, bam. This is So this is Jessica. Jessica is no longer with the group. Unfortunately, in 2013 there was some sort of horrible thing that happened, and Jessica said they kicked her out. Others, and the company said Jessica didn't want to cooperate with their schedule. I don't know, it was a mess. But so some longtime Girls' Generation fans, Sones, that's what they're called, Sones. They'll make a distinct it's kind of like 80, like BC and AD, how you measure time before Christ and after Christ. So I'm like, oh, this song was during Jessica, or it's after Jessica. So yeah. Jessica, I'm a Korean American and perfectly fluent in English, by the way. Great. So she's known for her vocal chops, but she could do it all. Like right here when she does this slight body wave. Watch here. Right there. No, I'm sorry. Got it. Oh wait, no, I passed it. Damn it. Sorry, I'm not paying attention. I'm just still awestruck. Okay, hold on for a second. Okay, Taeyeon. Here, just the way how she's a really petite girl. She doesn't really have like hips or anything, but the way how she did that move was just so sultry and sensuous, and which is the point, and she pulls it off. Pay attention to all the little gestures they do. Okay, that kick move right there, it begins, and this will forever become iconic. So, I just did them dirty. So the three in the front there, on the left, So-yeon is the maknae, she's the youngest. In the middle is Kwon Yuri. Yuri. And the one on the right, it's the one whose birthday, it was her birthday yesterday, Yuna. So. Okay, just build up. Okay, boom, the chorus. Watch the choreo. I don't know about you. When the first time I saw this, I was enthralled, like hypnotized. I was like, "Wow!" And again, it doesn't look hard, but you're sticking out your hip, and then like you're kind of kicking your leg backwards, and you've got to do it in time, in sync with everyone else. If one person out of sync, the whole thing is ruined, right? So we're watching that again. Sorry. Oh, that's a perfect shot. actually. So yeah, Yuna. I think Yuna is the second youngest. I'm not positive. She's definitely in the younger side. Oh, and I so recently, Girls' Generation, recently like 2 years ago, September 2018, they have a subunit. A subunit is sometimes like when not all the girls can be there, so only like a part of the group releases a song, so they call it a subunit. There's 5 of them in the subunit, and in the subunit, Yuna is the mangne because Soyeon is not there. So, anyway, so Yuna, very tall young lady. They love her in Korea. She meets she's one of the ideals in Korean feminine beauty. She's tall, she's very white, and her face. I've noticed Koreans like to fixate on this. Her face is small in proportion to her head. Okay, and Koreans kind of privilege that. East Asians privilege that. It's like, oh, she's got a nice tiny face and everything. Sometimes they'll say like she looks like a deer. That's literally what they'll say. It's like, oh, she looks like a deer because a deer has a tiny face in proportion to its head. I'm like, okay, again, some things get lost in translation culturally. So, but yeah, but they all love Yuna. So, the company SM is their agency. SM is one of the bigger agencies. SM, all their girls and boys are stunning. And they knew they were sitting on a gold mine with Yuna. So they always put her front and center for the chorus and everything. Hold on, let me go back some more. It's just glorious. Okay, here we go. The camera shot is very well done too, because the camera is coming from a lower perspective. And one thing I learned taking like cell phone pictures, like if someone takes a picture of you, ask them to like kind of squat down. It makes you look taller. Okay, makes your legs look a little longer, so it gives you the illusion of being tall. That being said, Yuna is fairly tall for an Asian woman. Another thing to point out, man, this video is gonna hit 30 minutes. I can tell already. So hold on for a second. So far in the chorus, if I use the Korean translation, it's like, yes, I love you. You can always believe in me. Your dreams, your passions, I want to give them all to you. Okay? That's what they're all saying in the chorus. But then the very last line of the chorus is specifically Yuna's. And she busts out with, hold on. I'm a goddess of fortune that wants to make your dreams come true. And people, when they see that or hear that, they're like, wow, Yuna just sang that for me. So just people in Korea just went nuts over that. So. This girl here, this triple shot, her name is Choi Soo-young. Soo-young is... So, Korean groups, they'll divide themselves in their primary duties in terms of like who's in the dance line and who's in the vocal line. That's not saying that, and that doesn't imply that the vocalists don't sing and the dance... No. Yeah, that's not going to imply the dancers don't sing and the vocalists don't dance. Not at all. But, it kind of gives a rough categorization. So Soo-young is definitely in their dance line. She does sing as well, obviously. Not only being... So she is the tallest. She's the tallest. I think she beats the mangne, Soyeon, by 1 centimeter. So it's a very marginal difference. But yeah, Soo-young is the tallest. She's very proud of the fact that she's the tallest. She's got these big, beautiful brown eyes, which she uses to devastating effect in other videos. And that being said, she, so Girls' Generation, they were formed 2007, 2008, 2007. So they were on Korean TV quite a bit. And Soo-young's a savage, to use the technical term. And by savage, like she's got a mouth on her, and she's like super witty, barbed tongue, but she's hysterical. I would argue it's her and the main dancer. They're like the wittiest, in the group. Anyway, it's a great shot of her. Hold on. So this girl singing right here is Tiffany. It's interesting. Native Korean speakers have a hard time saying the fa sound, fa. So it's they had initially had a hard time saying her name, Tiffany. So sometimes they say Tiffany pa, or and most Korean names are usually the first name's only two syllables, so they're not used to saying three syllables. Tiffany, so they call her Fanny. Which is kind of hilarious that they do that. Yeah, or sometimes they'll say Panny Panny. They don't do that anymore because Tiffany's been around and she's famous in Korea. So yeah, but Tiffany is a Korean American. She's born in a place called Diamond Bar, California. I have no idea where that is. But yeah, she's a California girl. Uh, very very westernized. In a lot of their songs, when Tiffany sings, she has the swagger of an 80s female pop star, which makes sense because in interviews she said when she was growing up, her mom loved to listen like to Donna Summer or Madonna or and stuff like that, like iconic 80s, 70s, 80s music. So yeah, and Tiffany has a great solo career right now. She's gone total ABG on us. For those of you who don't know what that means, ABG means Asian baby girl. I'll let you Google that yourself and to see what that implies. Okay, it's nothing bad. It's just a thing. Anyway, but Tiffany's great. Oh, and Tiffany is another power vocalist. She can belt out those notes. This is Sunny. Sunny is an all-around fantastic performer. She dances well. She sings well. Great. Poor Sunny used to get a lot of hate. People said, "Oh, you're short and fat and ugly, and the only reason you're in the group is because your uncle is the CEO of the company." Korean people are pretty terrible, on the internet. So, yeah, but no, Sunny's awesome. Oh, and I wasn't exaggerating. Yes, her uncle is the CEO of the company. But it should be argued that when she auditioned, from my understanding, from my research, like no one in her family knew she auditioned, and the people who were auditioning her didn't know that there was like a blood relation there. So. Star, shining star, superstar. Okay, those two. On the left is Hyoyeon, their main dancer. That's the maknae again. On the right, Seolyeon. Seolyeon is another power vocal. Hyoyeon, she vocalizes. If there's a rap in a song, she might take that part up, but she's their dancer. And I'll pause on Hyoyeon's part later. I already talked about Jessica. This is Tiffany. Oh, Yuri will be in the center for the next chorus. Yes. Yuria. I'm calling her Yuria, so you shouldn't say ah. If you add the suffix ah to someone's name in Korea, you better be friends with them. You can't just say that when you first meet them. It's kind of rude. I'm saying because there's a really famous video of like Taeyeon and Tiffany kind of bothering Yuri like backstage. Yuri at that point was like she was on a drama. It's called The Defendant. She plays a lawyer, and like Tiffany is like, "How's your drama going, Yuri? How and yeah, how's your drama going? Huh?" And they kind of tease her and they go, "Yuria, Yuria." Again, you add the ah to the end of a person's name if you're really super close with them. Yuri, when she would introduce herself. Back then, she would say, "Hello, I'm Girls' Generation's Black Pearl, Yuri." Yuri's skin is dark. It's darker. She used to get some criticism for it. Her and Soo Young were the darkest ones. And I personally think it's a shame. I don't blame them. So this video was shot, 2011, 2012? They still have their natural, glow. Throughout the years, because there are lots of Korean beauty products out there to whiten your skin and treatments involving injections to whiten your skin. I suspect that's what Yuri... So if you look at Yuri in 2018, 2019, 2020, she's nowhere near as dark as she used to be, which I personally think is a shame. But you know what? It's her body, it's her choice, and I respect it. So, but she used to get teased for her skin. SM has a very famous boy group called Super Junior. And one of Super Junior's guys, he's a total troll. I love him. He's awesome. Kim Hee-chul. He would tease her. One time he was recording something. And he's like, "Oh, you're Yuri, right? The famous black goat of Girls' Generation." You could tell she was like super pissed at that. So, but Yuri is a oh my god, the way how she moves her body she has a natural talent, and she's a beautiful vocalist, beautiful sounding vocalist as well. So. Yep. Okay, now switch to Soo Young. So Soo Young is now singing the part where she's saying like, I'm your goddess of fortune, and I'm your goddess of fortune, and I want to make all your dreams come true. So if you notice I'm looking down, it's because I had to write this down. I came prepared for you guys. See, it's my notepad. Okay, because I couldn't remember all the lyrics. So because I think the lyrics really make an impact here as well. One of the reasons to give all of you context that why the song was so popular in Asia. Okay. And Soo Young, I mean, look at her with her, so it's obviously one, she's like thin and she's tall. And just to emphasize like that part where you move your hips and she's got her hand slightly above her hips, if anyone with less like subpar dancing skill could not sell that. But Soo Young does. Like right there, Okay, we're gonna get to the dance break soon. Alright, Hyoyeon, dance break. So yeah, Hyoyeon she's got some great solo songs. I plan to do some videos about them later. But yeah, Hyoyeon, great dancer. Okay, this next part that Tiffany's gonna bust out with is iconic in K-pop. This line right here. DJ,
put it back on.
So when she says DJ, put it back on. So when they would go on tour, she would replace the word DJ with the name of the city they were in. So like when they were in Japan, they were on a broadcast in Odaiba. So at that part, she'd be like, Odaiba, put it back on. Or in 2013, they had a concert with the rest of their label mates at SM in Madison Square Garden, New York. At that part, she belted out, Madison Square Garden, put it back on. And the crowd just went nuts. They went wild. So yeah, Tiffany is an expert showman. Great performer. Okay. Okay, this is Jessica. This outro, I think, is one of the best outros ever in K-pop. Mainly because, well, two factors. One, their leader, Taeyeon, she's going to belt out like a separate verse. And by belt out, she really belts it out, vocally. And then just like the other 8 girls, just like singing in unison the chorus or the outro. So, all right. That's a terrible picture. Okay, that's a slightly better picture of Taeyeon. So Taeyeon here is going to be singing 4 lines, okay? She's going to be belting out, tell me all your fantasies. I'll show you the genie's path. Tell me all your wishes, and I, your genie, will grant them, okay? And then in the background, the outro, the girls are just going to be saying, yes, I love you. You're my music. I love you, you're my joy, I love you, I want to become your fortune. So that juxtaposition, of those girls chanting that, and then her busting out saying, I'm your genie, I will grant you your fantasies. Oh, it's just great. It's a great outro. And just musically too, now that you have those lyrics kind of in your head, just listen now, how it works. That ad-lib. Right here. Tell me all your fantasies. And here's the thing. Taeyeon is in their vocal line and she's their main vocalist, but don't underestimate her dancing chops. Watch what she does here to get back. So she had that solo, right? Watch how she merges back in. Oh, that's a good picture of you now. Sorry, I got distracted. Watch how Taeyeon will merge back into the formation. Okay, she's gonna go in between. She's gonna go in between Yuna and Yuri here. Watch, right here. See how she walks backwards? Boom, and it's seamless. And I always wonder myself, man, how many takes did that take her and everything? So yeah, Taeyeon, power entertainer. So Okay. And I like how here at the end they will have their maknae, their youngest, Soyeon, in the center, and that part's important because everyone's eyes fixate to the center. And watch like the postures she goes and the poses she goes into, like to sell, like, yes, I am your genie. I'm an awesome woman, and I will grant you, your wishes.
I'm Genie for your boy. Zucchini, 나를 봐. I'm Genie for your wish.
Oh, 막내. Just
For your wish.
there, how she just like stretches out her arm, and everything. And here's the thing about Soyeon at this point in her life. So she's the youngest. So I think at this time, 2012, she had just barely finished high school, and she unlike most Korean entertainers, she went to university. She wanted to continue her education, and Soyeon is the good girl. So there's always that like that, some people will market like their, especially K-pop, like, oh, this one girl, she's the sweet, pure, innocent girl, so you should really like her. And sometimes now we don't know what their lives are like, right? In Soyeon's case, however, it wasn't hard to market that aspect because Soyeon was like, she was like, oh, I'm not interested in men at all right now. I just want to study and be with the other girls in my group. I just want to, learn a lot about the world. I mean, she hit every single marker. Like every single Korean guy was like in love with Soyeon, Every single Korean parent would be like, tell their sons, like, you need to find a girl like Soyeon and bring her home, okay? Because, she's a good girl. And here's the thing. Korean tabloids, they're pretty awful. This is the biggest girl group in Korea. Man, if you can get like a scoop, like get a picture of her with a boy, even out of context, it would sell papers, right? So for the longest time, it was revealed later, for a year and a half, this one Korean newspaper, it's called Dispatch. They're notorious for like trying to break news. Or like, oh, so-and-so is dating so-and-so. They had a reporter on a photojournalist on Soyeon for a year and a half, 18 months, following her around. And that photojournalist later revealed that was the most boring assignment he ever had, because what she would do after she would like rehearse, she would leave, and then she would go to a bookstore and then read for 2 hours, and then go to a coffee shop and drink coffee, and then go home by like 8 o'clock or something like that. Like she was a good girl. So yeah. So to see her here, like just kind of taking control of visually the outro, hands on hips. Looking at you, posing, and salute, It's a great shot. So what a way to end it, So this young man is from there's a group fan. Hold on, there. Let me just get him out there. There we go. That's a good picture. Mr. Big Ears himself, Chanyeon. Chanyeon. That's his name. He's in a boy group called EXO. I think EXO debuted. They did not debut in 2012. I know that they debuted a few years later after that, or just a year later, I think. Sorry, I'm not an EXO expert, so EXO fans don't kill me if I made some mistake there. It's a common practice. You have like a trainee. They have promise. You throw them in the video of an established group. So if you read the YouTube comments, they'll be like, and Girls' Generation fulfilled Chanyeol's dreams of being a K-pop star, which is true. He's a very big star. He's the main rapper of their group. He's also branched out into acting. I actually watched a Korean drama where he played a smaller part of the drama. Is called Memories of the Alhambra. And he plays like this computer geek wizard kind of deal. And it wasn't a big part, but he did a really good job. So yeah, good for him that his dreams came true. Wow, this is my longest video yet. I'm about to hit the 35-minute mark. Okay. Again, because of of hold on. Sorry, trying to get to the shot. There we go. Yuna. Because of Yuna, it was her birthday. I was like, we have to do this video anyway. Okay, I'm just fanboying now. All right, I'm gonna stop. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you have a newfound appreciation for this video. I'm gonna let you all go. Stay safe. Be good to each other. And I'll see you very soon. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.